All right, let's get one thing straight. This isn't a bedtime story. This is a confrontation. You and me staring down the universe together. I want you to perform a thought experiment, a heist. You are going to steal everything, every skyscraper, every deep-sea trench, every tear, every laugh echoing down a side street. All of human history, every triumph and catastrophe packed into a single vault. Now hide it. Where do you put it? You put it where the universe would never bother to look. You hide the entire world inside a single, unremarkable grain of sand. That is not poetry. That is astrophysics. That is our address. But if this story was just about how small we are, I wouldn't bother telling it. This is a story about a paradox. How the most insignificant place in the cosmos became the stage for the most significant event we know of. The rise of a creature that can ask, "Where am I?" Let's trace the evidence. Our story starts, as all good stories do, at home. Planet Earth. Diameter, 12,742 kilometers. A number that gives us the comforting illusion of solidity, of being the main character. But every main character needs a sidekick, right? Enter the moon. The moon is a liar. It looks close enough to touch, a serene pearl in the velvet night. It is not close. It is 384,000 kilometers away. Let's translate that. If Earth is a standard basketball, play center court, the moon is a baseball. And that baseball isn't in the stands, it's in the parking lot. 30 basketball courts away. That soft, romantic glow is a beacon from a desert of cold rock so distant, the silence there is absolute. Our brains did not evolve to understand this scale. We are being fooled by the sky every single night. And from that lunar perspective, Earth reveals its true self. It is not the infinite ground beneath our feet. It is a jewel, a perfect swirling marble of blue and white, hanging in a blackness so complete it feels alive. It is an oasis, yes. But the terrifying truth of an oasis is that it is defined by the endless desert that surrounds it. We are living on the only verdant, breathing island in a sea of nothing. Now, to understand our neighborhood, we must meet the landlord, the sun. Do not call it a ball of fire. That is an insult. It is a continuous thermonuclear explosion held together by its own gravity. It is a cosmic dictator whose rule is absolute. Its diameter is about 109 times that of Earth. But volume is where the horror and the awe truly live. You could fit 1.3 million Earths inside the sun. Imagine taking our entire planet, every continent, every ocean, and copy-pasting it 1.3 million times, then stuffing it all into that churning, furious sphere. Our majestic sun is a devourer of worlds. And the cosmic joke, the ultimate punchline, it's utterly mediocre. A generic yellow dwarf star, a face in a crowd of billions. Its court, our solar system, is a gallery of absurdity. Jupiter is not a planet, it's a failed star, a striped behemoth with a storm on its face, the great red spot, so vast it could swallow Earth whole, a snack it would never even notice. Saturn's rings are not solid, they are a blizzard of ice and rock, a cosmic hula hoop stretching over 280,000 kilometers wide. You could line up Earth like beads on a necklace and still have room. And then there's Pluto, the icy sentinel at the gate, a world so small, so distant, it reminds us that the definitions we cling to are laughably human in a universe that doesn't care. But here, we are still in the nursery. To feel the true scale, you must leave the house. You must step into the interstellar night. The nearest star, Alpha Centauri, is not a hop, skip, and a jump. It is a chasm, a 4.37 light-year chasm. Light-year is not a measure of time, it is a measure of despair. It is the distance a beam of light, the fastest thing in existence, travels in 1 year. To reach our closest stellar neighbor at light speed would take over 4 years. 4 years of absolute unbroken darkness. The Voyager 1 probe, the farthest human-made object launched in 1977, wouldn't get there for over 70,000 years. That distance isn't space. It's a verdict. It says, you are here. Everything else is there. And our sun, that mediocre world-devouring king, it is a speck. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is a whirlpool of starlight containing over 200 billion suns. Some are gentle red dwarfs, smoldering for trillions of years. Others are leviathans. Take UY Scuti. If our sun were the size of a standard apartment building, UY Scuti would be the height of Mount Everest. You could fit 1.7 billion of our suns inside it. Let that number dismantle your mind. Every single pinprick of light in the night sky is a sun, and many of them make our own look pathetic. And around those suns, planets, moons, a billion possibilities for other stories, other oases in the dark. Now, pull back. Not just from a star, but from the galaxy itself. The Milky Way is not a static painting. It is a spinning carousel of fire, 100,000 light years from rim to rim. If our Earth grain of sand is here, the Milky Way is an entire planet made of sand. But it is a lonely planet. It has a companion, a predator, a dance partner, the Andromeda Galaxy. It is bigger, meaner, and it is coming for us. Right now, at this second, it is screaming through the void at 110 kilometers per second on a direct collision course. The galactic tango will begin in about 4 billion years. The sheer, silent violence of that motion, the entire fabric of our island universe hurtling toward another, should steal the air from your lungs, and they do not drift in solitude. Galaxies flock together in clusters like birds of fire and dust. Our local flock, the local group, is a 10 million light-year-wide gathering of ghosts, and that group is just a single, glittering thread in the grand tapestry of the Laniakea Supercluster, a continent of galaxies 520 million light-years across. We are not a grain of sand on a beach. We are a single, unique molecule on a specific grain of sand, on one particular beach, on a coastline of a continent, on a world that itself is just another grain in an infinite desert. This brings us to the edge of understanding, the observable universe. It is 93 billion light-years in diameter. It contains, by the most conservative estimates, 2 trillion galaxies. Each galaxy holds billions of stars. Each star could host planets. We are speaking of a number of worlds so large it makes every grain of sand on Earth look like a quaint, countable collection. The light from the most distant galaxies has been traveling for over 13 billion years to die as a faint signal in our telescopes. When you look at the Hubble Deep Field image, you are not looking at stars. You are looking at galaxies, whole islands of billions of suns, as they were when the universe was in its infancy. You are a time traveler gazing into the cradle of existence itself. In this context, in this staggering, humbling, obliterating scale, Earth is not just small. It is less than a pixel on an infinite screen. It is a mathematical zero, a fleeting arrangement of atoms that, for a cosmic blink, huddled together around an average star. And yet, here is the paradox. Here is the magic. On this zero, water learned to flow. On this pixel, sunlight learned to be captured. In this fleeting arrangement, stardust learned to wake up. It learned to look around. It learned to feel fear and love and wonder. It learned to point a finger at the heavens and ask, "What are you?" We are the universe becoming conscious of itself. We are the cosmos crafting its own mirror. Every piece of art, every line of code, every act of kindness, every agonizing question, all of it is happening right here, on this pale, fragile, almost nothing. So you ask me, how small is Earth? The answer is the easiest one in science. It is the smallest thing that matters. It is insignificant beyond all comprehension, beyond all language. But we are here to comprehend it. We are here to forge language to describe it. We are here to feel the weight of that insignificance and, in defiance, build a meaning so profound it echoes in the silence. That is not a small thing. That is everything. So look up tonight. Know with cold certainty that you are a temporary arrangement of ancient atoms on a speck of dust, orbiting a forgettable star in the outskirts of a common galaxy. And then feel your heart beat, feel your breath, feel the sheer, staggering miracle of your own awareness. Because in all that vast, cold, beautiful darkness, you are the universe's only chance to know itself. And that makes this tiny, blue speck the center of everything that will ever matter.